folks? What up? What up? What up? We back with yet another episode of Garage Talk. I know it's been a minute. You ain't got to tell me. I already know. The important part about it is that we back. That's it. Had a little hiatus, you know what I'm saying? But hey, just cause we ain't on the camera, just cause we ain't posting, don't mean we not working. It's always something going on in the background. But the most important part about it is we back. And that's it. End the discussion on that.
Still mashing on, baby.
Hey, it's your boy Cam. And of course, to my left, more than likely your right, the man himself, Yoda B. What's happening, cuzzo?
What's good, man? What's shaking, dog? How you been, man?
Man, feels amazing. What's up? I'm recording. No, what's up?
I'll wait till you finish.
You sure? Okay. All right. Yeah. So, well, what's good though? What's good though?
Cracking, man. Man,
I know. You got a lot to discuss. A lot to discuss.
I got a couple questions I'd like to just go and ponder over. There's a lot of craziness been going on. Oh, I stand on things I say. I did say Spurs in 6. I stand on that. I'm a grown ass man.
I was with it too.
Unfortunately, that 53, I missed out on that 53.
Yeah.
See that coming. But, shout out to the Knicks.
Salute to the Knicks, man. I mean, you can't knock them. They had the squad.
You know how the sports go.
We gonna leave that at that. I don't think they're ready for that conversation. We didn't have too many about it.
I did because I was standing tall on that.
You and me both.
But it is what it is. Other than that, man, just been grinding, man. Football season started officially. Just excited, man, for what's to come. Dropping new episodes, new information, all of that, man. I got everything set up as I told you, so be used as a guinea pig.
Yeah, we're gonna tap into that too here in a little bit, for sure, and definitely, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you, cuzzo, for once again
I had to be right, you know what I'm saying? Just waiting on you, big dog, and I understand, what's going on. Still riding, we're still mashing on, we're still sticking to the script.
Most definitely.
But one thing I noticed, man, since we had a lot of time to just, do life a little bit, I pondered on this thing called nostalgia. Noticed that, especially in my age bracket, we still go to a lot of R&B, 90s. We still stuck in hip hop in the 90s, early 2000s. We still like gravitate towards that type of music, rightfully so. Probably a time and an era we probably will never get back ever. We'll never see nothing like that. Fashion, the music, the cars, clothes, niggas. Already set the tone, man, for what we see today, pretty much. A lot of that stuff has come back, as you can see. I just noticed, like, I'm just gonna speak just from a different perspective of this whole situation with idolizing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel that I love artistry. I love art. I love music. I'm really into music. It's a part of my everyday life. But at the same time, I understand there's another hidden agenda that's behind the use of music. So, it always carries a message. There's a type of beating frequency behind it. You can be easily influenced by it. Just by that Young Miami song that everybody sings, that's just garbage. That is the worst fucking song ever created. But you gotta understand too, these people, they work for agencies. You know what I'm saying? They work for certain agencies and they're part of a certain group, that perpetuate this type of, message and this type of vibration. You see it trickling down through the youth, even adults even seeing this shit is crazy. TikTok dance.
Yeah.
To the lyrics, understand. You gotta do, as a adult with kids, in this day and age, you gotta do better, man. Just really get a grip of the music that we're playing, climate of what we're in right. A lot of people going down for taking PP loans and when COVID and everything, and that stuff, real stuff is going on with that. So, I don't know if that's like a mockery or what, but I definitely want to be rocking that message and that subliminally is sending a message to your kids and to the youth. Proper means, especially this time. We should be investing in shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking.
You can say that again. Because if you don't, I am.
I just want to give a heads up, man. I think it's very important. Get on here real quick. We're not gonna be on long, but just to get an understanding of the climate that we're in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong liking today's music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm more low key. My artists are like lifestyle artists. People that I can learn from and get motivated sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with motivation too. But that's another time.
That part.
But just certain like that. Certain things I relate to in my day to day. I really don't listen to like old hip hop like that. Just because you just learning, you grow, you see stuff, and like I said, I have a different perspective just off the things that I've learned and studied, and just seeing myself. You kind of just be like, damn, like what if that musical culture is why we in this situation we in now, realistically. Got to think back and just really think about, and be accountable for a lot of the stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand how you still rapping about drugs or anything like that. I mean, the streets is dead. I mean, that's proven to you with all of what's going on with all these cases with these rappers. Is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
it's funny how these niggas out here making millions and millions of dollars and don't have the consciousness to change their environment so they can continue to make money.
Well, so let me ask you this, right? What does that tell you, though? If I'm giving somebody millions of dollars, right, and I'm saying, hey, you have a big influence, right? Why are you perpetuating a certain message in your music, right? If you're very influential, right? Because
the question is, do they know that they're influential? They may have a lot of money.
They know. Oh, they know. I think that most of these people are put in place. You know what I'm saying? To play a role.
Yeah.
I just that's what makes sense to me because I don't know what person would want to sign up for certain things. You know what I'm saying? To be a part of certain agendas or carry certain messages. I don't know. As a person of influence, would I want to be a part of certain messages? You get what I'm saying?
I feel it.
My name
Nah,
or
I feel you.
and I think a lot of that's just whatever or because they got money and but you got to really look at it like are they do they have money because of something that they really work for or is it because you pay attention to them and they're feeding off your energy that you give them and the persona, right? It's like you take like let's say you take your favorite action figure, right? You gave it a name that you wanted to name it yourself, right? As a kid or as a teenager, you know, and a super Negro or something, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you praise this thing, you gave it attention, like you created a whole imaginary thing with this, right? What is the difference between doing that and what rappers do? What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, we can take certain things, we can make them appear bigger than what they really are just with our imagination and our subconscious. You get what I'm saying? You have that power. You know what I'm saying? It's not evil or anything like that, but you just have that power. You know what I'm saying? Just like religion, people have something that they can go to, give their energy towards to get a certain outcome or to, get an answer to whatever they want to, right? What's the difference? You get what I'm saying? So
I feel you. I feel you.
that's how I'm like my perspective on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not knocking that, but I just think nostalgia has become one of the. It's become a drug, bro. We all get high off of, man. It seems like we can't just come down off of it. We still debate Michael Jordan to this day. We still comparing to this day.
Mike's the GOAT, man.
Like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, but everybody's gonna have a different opinion about that. Based off your what? Your perspective, right?
Perspective every time. Yeah. Yeah.
So really, who's really the GOAT? Who's the best of what? You know what I'm saying? That's just all based off perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you really pinpoint? You know what I'm saying? Because you can argue Kobe's the GOAT.
Yep.
Be real with you.
Here's the end, but that's what I always bring into the fold when the question comes up. It's like, okay, what are you really looking at? You know what I'm saying? What does it break down to as far as what shapes your perspective? With me personally, the ultimate thing is, for you to win championships. And, we didn't see, what I'm saying, the Bill Russells and, all them old niggas that was back when the Wilt Chamberlains and all that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see that. So our perspective of that, we have no perspective of it really because we didn't see it. We grew up with Mike, and Mike dominated the game. So, to be able to go to 6 championships and win 6 times, you know what I'm saying? I think he was finals MVP every time. Like, that's.
Okay, I
that's
got a question, right? Did he?
yeah.
Okay. What about the other times that he went and lost?
What you mean? Who? Mike? Mike,
We just
he never lost the
he
finals.
focus
Now,
on the 6 for
did it
6.
take him a while to get there? Yeah, it took some time to get there.
Some
It did.
processing, right?
Yeah.
So what gives him a pass? Every player had a process, right? Kobe had a process.
Yeah. Yeah.
LeBron had a process. Every player had to go through a process, right, to get chips. Why do we ignore that when it comes to Jordan?
I don't think it gets ignored. And I'm like, this is me talking. I'm not speaking for anybody else. I don't think it gets ignored, but you do have to look at um the relentlessness of him wanting to win and winning. Now, those other names, great players. I mean, I'm a Kobe fan for sure, but Kobe didn't win every time he went to the chip. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a Finals MVP every time he went to the chip. Is he that does that take away from him being a great player? No, not at all. But the pinnacle of the game is to win championships. And, that's just undeniable. When you go 6 times and you win 6 times, versus going 6 times and only winning 3 or only winning 4, you won every single time you went. And you had an impact every single finals series. So that's just my perspective.
Yeah, I just think, speaking of, that's on the physical, but, I just think, in my opinion, I think the brand of Jordan is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, the brand, of course.
I think the brand of him is the greatest of all time. I don't think we'll never see anything like that. I think LeBron's the probably greatest overall all-around basketball player we'll ever see. And that's why I'm gonna leave him. Just basketball wise, that's the greatest I've seen all around, top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the brand and the whole everything that comes with it, I think Jordan tops everybody, and that's gonna be hard.
You
Hard
can't
to,
deny
I don't
that.
ever see anybody doing the whole brand, the whole thing that comes to chips, being the GOAT, all that, the brand. Nobody's touching that. I don't think anybody's touching that. Because ain't nobody standing outside for no LeBrons. Let's be 100. Ain't nobody.
Nah. When you shift gears into the brands and what's lasted the test of time, that's it. Yeah. I mean, you can put the Jordan brand up there with Apple or with all the major tech
All the
companies.
majors.
You know what I'm saying? The Mag 7s
But
and then the Jordan brand. Like,
that's what I mean by influence perception, right?
I mean, you talking about nostalgia. I mean, how many times they didn't brought Jordans out just with
Dog,
different
they bring them
colorways?
out the true blue threes again, man. I don't know how many times, man. I don't know how many times they done brought this damn shoe out, but you know, that's what you see my point, right?
Yeah,
It is a drug that we just completely don't really talk about. It's not really explained. It's not really dissected of why that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z hasn't came out. He's pops back out. He's already on tour. It's crazy. Everybody's going wild and crazy. He comes out with the Caesar. Come on.
he cut his hair. Bro, that just show you how into it.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I had no idea.
I just, I had to come
So
back.
let me ask you this:
Okay.
what do you think about that? From your conscious perspective, you know what I'm saying? Because Tip did it. Now Jay-Z then came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do these niggas feel intimidated? Do they feel outdated? Or like, what you think it really is? I mean, because these niggas don't need to do none of this, but for whatever reason, niggas.
Okay, let me ask you this, right? What is a symbolization of your hair? What do you think your hair symbolizes spiritually, or metaphorically?
That's a good
When
question.
you grow your hair
You
out,
think
what
about
is
the
that?
Bible and Samson. That nigga, his
Right,
hair was
right,
his strength.
right. You talk about that, right? That is your essence, right?
Yeah,
Right. You're saying something about yourself when you see people grow out their hair. It's a spiritual thing, right? So why chop that off all of a sudden? And then go back to the same rap music that still perpetuates a certain message that doesn't really help where we need to go. You know what I'm saying? It's just more idolizing, right? So again, nostalgia. What they did was they said, "Hey, oh, okay, I'm gonna cut these dreads. I'm gonna take it back to when they remember when I was hot, I was popping." Nostalgia. It's a. I'm trying. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm. You see where I'm going with this, man.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like I'll be paying attention to that. Like this. This is how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody still participating in it. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Live your life. I'm nowhere. I ain't no hater. Like do that. You know what I'm saying? Have fun, knock yourself out. But at the end of the day, I'm just here to make you think. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, hey, and that's what you do best.
So, um, I just believe in that nostalgia shit, man. I really do. And it's at an all time high. It's at an all time high.
Yeah, it really is.
It's, you know, growing, as I grew and listening to the music, I just don't believe in some of them lyrics, man. It's like, I know people that really do be in situations and that's their life. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they can't go on wax, they can't get on the internet and, and freestyle or podcast about it, right? Because what you think gonna happen?
Yeah, they.
Or how can these people, are they chosen? Like it just makes you think, like how do they get a pass? Because it's entertainment, or why is selling drugs or killing or you know bitches hoes, like why is that a profit? You gotta ask yourself, why is this a profit?
Because people people are conditioned for drama. They're conditioned for this this world of negativity. Like it gives them like this weird exciting feeling knowing that oh I can imagine myself selling drugs or doing some crack and shooting shit up.
Okay,
Like,
but listen, Cam,
nigga, what?
what makes you feel like that though, bro? Listen, we all from the listen, we all come from different backgrounds. I'm not I'm saying I know certain people come from good backgrounds. I don't know why you want or think this when you hear that that's something that's cool. That type of bit, you know, that type of motion has ruined families, man. It's ruined generations, man.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Without a
And,
doubt.
you know, I'm not knocking that for those who've done that but translated into making a better way. I'm not knocking it, you know what I'm saying? But if that's something you're still pushing and all of that, you gotta really stop, push the brakes, and put pump on the brakes and just be like, hold on, man, I really gotta reevaluate consciousness and where my mind is at right now, at this point in time, because chaos is a profit. You right, man. Trauma,
Yeah. Yeah.
profit. War, profit.
Because
Tragedy,
the thing about it is the
it's sells.
majority, yeah, the majority of the people, they don't have that understanding, you know what I'm saying, that we can sit here and have the conversation about. I'm saying there's a lot of hard wiring in people's brains that just doesn't allow them to flip the switch, and or it's to the point to where anything that is conscious, anything that is right, is not right to them. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I mean, trust me, I had to, you know what I'm saying, make some mental changes myself when I became aware of these things. It's like, but I mean, it wasn't no easy thing. Like you really got to work on it, and that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be conscious one day, and then you know what I'm saying, out here like Young Thug the next. Like, nigga, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And yeah, yeah. You know, And the true sensitive subject, religion, is the same thing, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Be here all day, man. But anyway,
That's a whole nother conversation, man. But yeah,
yeah. I just, I ponder on this a lot. Touch on this topic, very important. I gotta get it out there. I honestly believe nostalgia is a drug.
drug that. I don't know that.
Past certain eras,
That might have to be a thumbnail.
you gotta, and I really believe that we should be the ones to create a different era
Yeah,
with better than that. You know what I'm saying? With more magical, but more in a positive, healthy direction. Good for the soul. You know what I'm saying?
good for the
That's,
soul.
we need that type of nostalgia, that type of culture. We need to start. That's the new. You know what? That's the new thing. Do things good for the soul. Dude, get in tune with the soul. It talks to you, and you you had a perfect story about connecting with your soul and listening to your intuition, which we talk about this a lot on this show, on this podcast. I know I do. I truly believe in it. It's something that I study and I'm really in tune with, and I'm just glad to see it perpetuate in real life. And it's amazing to see and hear a story like yours. Just listening, man, just getting that feeling in your spirit and your soul to move a certain way. And when you move that and you listen to it, you see the positive outcome.
Yeah,
Despite everything that's going on around you and in life and in this world, to actually still listen to it, that's very, very powerful. And it speaks a lot of volumes to your progression and your growth. And I gotta applaud you for that, man. That's dope. Action, brother. And I don't know if you want to share that, but I thought it was dope. And that's just another thing
yeah.
of what I mean by
We'll touch on that on another episode. But we gotta segue because I don't want to be up here too much longer. But we gotta hit these charts.
yeah. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into
The
it.
people
Let's
want
get into the
to
bread.
know. So what we gonna talk about it. All right, ladies and gents. Now, as you can see, or what you are looking at, is the weekly chart for Bitcoin, right? So you can see all these lines that we already have talked about previously. These are zones, places where price has already been, allows us to kind of get an idea of where price is going. What I want to do is now we're going to stop that because I want y'all to get rid of the analysis, get rid of the thought process about everything that I've said about Bitcoin and just simply stack. That's it. We are in a true time period to where this is going to be the greatest generational wealth shift in the history. And all I need you to do is stack. You can compound starting with $1. And that's the mindset that I want y'all to get in. Stop. You ain't gotta think millions. No. Start. That's it. Just start. Because that's a lot of y'all's issue is that you can't get past getting out the blocks. You stuck. when the gun, pow, you still there.
Right.
Or that part, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have the ability to do the same thing that I'm doing, to do the same thing that B is about to start doing. You got the ability. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to continue to harp on systems, even though I am. But in this, with our comeback episode, I'm not harping on systems. The focal point is starting. That's it. Open up your Robinhood account and start. That's the whole piece, because 99% of the world right now is still not privy to Bitcoin. They don't even invest. And you have the opportunity to be a part of a small group of people. And when the tide shifts, you're going to come out on top. And it's literally that simple. Just stack. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I do have a system called Clocking In for Leverage. That is a very useful resource that Yoda B has in his possession. And as the episodes go on, we will show you the progress. You know what I'm saying? Because I can show you what I'm doing. I've showed you what I've been doing. Matter of fact, I just got a notification from Robinhood a few minutes ago about a dividend payout. Like, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. But I need y'all to change your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't it ain't about popping bottles no more. it ain't about the males or the females, or it ain't about that. Car payments, Jesus Christ. If you can get rid of it, get rid of it. Like,
hey, hold on to that bucket, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I was looking at I would tell you the other day, looking at the X7, bruh. They want $750 a month
for a truck.
I got my 325X drive. We good. You know what I'm saying? But
to the wheels
going back to the whole nostalgia piece, you know what I'm saying? Niggas have always wanted to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about being relevant, bruh. It's about, okay, how you positioning yourself to leave that job that you don't like. You can't save your way out of a job, bro. See, 401k is about to get crushed. And we'll definitely discuss that again as time goes on, as we get back into the flow of our episodes. But like I said, y'all really have to understand money as a whole. And when you get the money, you already need to have a plan for your money. And that's also something else that Clocking In for Leverage teaches you, because got a whole worksheet that lays everything out for you. As you read, you can apply. As you read, you can execute. And that's the whole premise of Clocking In for Leverage. But you're not going to be able to apply and to execute if you don't change your mindset about money, about going to work. Once you understand dividends, compound interest, even with Bitcoin, when you look at the large scale from where Bitcoin started back in 2009 to where we are, 15 years later? Like, and just imagine another 15 down the line. It's only going up. But you got to start somewhere. Because if you don't start, Bitcoin going, and then it's going to be too expensive to get in. And then you're going to be on the outside looking in, and that is not where you want to be in this new economy. I promise you. Because if you think what we got now is bad, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, look at all the new laws passing, man.
I'm telling you, if you're not properly positioned, it's going to hurt. So I've been telling y'all for almost 2 years now, hey, get you some Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? And now we have um, the Bitcoin backed income producing assets with BTCI, and XBCI, the leverage part. So we getting money this way. You know what I'm saying? It's not large scale, but I'm doing the same thing that I'm telling y'all to do. Start. Because people have this thought process is that, oh, I need a whole Bitcoin. Nah, you don't. You really don't. Now the goal is to have at least one Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Chris Johnson. I'm gonna meet that nigga one day. But that's his mindset. Hey, you need at least one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin would change your legacy. So I ain't gonna harp on it too much more. You know what I'm saying? We sitting at 36 minutes. Wanted to just get back up here and let y'all know we still here. we still here. I'm still talking money and be still conscious. So we we still here. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just took a little break. Had to get some shit right. But most importantly, man, just align these things that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? With the consciousness, the money, all of that plays a part. It comes together. And the quicker y'all understand that, the quicker you can get to this bag. And it's not hard. It's really not hard. You just follow the steps. Once again, placking it for leverage. Version 2, actually, because I got 2 versions, but version 2 is the updated version, where I do more of a deep dive into Bitcoin itself and BTCI as the income producing asset that's backed by Bitcoin. So when you learn these things and then you see what it produces, when you get the notifications, like the stuff that I post on the gram, I post my buys, I post my dividend notifications. Like, I'm not just talking about this stuff. And B just don't be talking about his stuff. Like, we live this. Like, nigga, because of this nigga, I'm outside in the backyard every day grounding. I do about a good 5-10 minutes just grounding. Nigga out there barefoot in the grass, soaking up the energy from the sun. But you know what I'm saying? I get it. I feel it. So, yeah, shout out to Yoda B for that, for sure. But yeah, you got any last words, B?
Man, said it best, man. We'll catch y'all. We back. Hey, we gonna keep coming back as many times we need to. We're gonna keep taking breaks as many times we need to. One thing, keep mashing. So y'all be good. See y'all next week.
Yeah. And just a small caveat, like I said, we have plenty of content for you to go and watch for these time frames where, niggas got life happens. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta just step away from the craft for a little bit. But it's not like we just started this. In the meantime, we got plenty of content for you to go back and watch. And honestly, I should just, I'm saying, y'all go back and watch some of that stuff, because
share, like, comment, subscribe.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like, comment, subscribe.
Tell a friend.
I'm gonna definitely be dropping a link to Clocking In for Leverage. I'll be dropping a link for the channel as well, and we back. So, hey, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, and we're gonna catch you on the next one.
Peace.